Today we are looking at what $1 billion gets you around the world. This one's going to be quite interesting, so maybe you should leave a like in the video, and anyway, let's get into it.
You've already spent time imagining what $1 million could buy you. But $1 billion, that's gotta buy you something epic, like your own floating city. No matter where you go around the world, $1 billion will buy you the very best of the best. Whether it's one single towering home with over 27 stories, your own personal luxury yacht, an actual palace, or maybe your very own sports team. So from Monaco to California to Mumbai, here's what $1 billion gets you around the world. Antilia in Mumbai, India is a $1 billion luxury residence owned by Mukesh Ambani, the chairman of Reliance Industries, who is reportedly the richest person in India. Antilia, named after the mythical island in the Atlantic Ocean, is thought to be the world's most expensive private residence, with estimates saying its worth is somewhere between $1 and $2 billion. However, it's never been on sale before, so there's a good chance that you could snatch it up for $1 billion if it actually hits the market. The 400,000 square foot 27-story mansion is the equivalent size of a 50 to 60-story apartment building, but it's all made for just one ultra-rich family. There are reportedly 3 helipads, a private theater that seats 50, and 6 floors just for parking. But you definitely need to be a billionaire to keep this place running. It reportedly employs an overall staff of 600 people to keep everything in tip-top shape. What about putting your $1 billion towards owning your very own palace? And not just any palace, Buckingham Palace. There are a lot of estimates as to how much the Queen's royal residence is really worth, with many saying that $1.55 billion is a safe bet. There's nothing in London as expensive as this place, and while it's unlikely to go on the market anytime soon, if it ever did, you could probably draw some interest with a $1 billion offer. They might not sell you any of the palace's expensive furniture or priceless historical art, but you'd still be the envy of everyone with your brand new 775-room estate. Buckingham Palace is generally agreed to be the world's most valuable residence, with 52 royal bedrooms, 188 guest bedrooms, and 78 bathrooms. There are 92 offices and 19 staterooms that you could turn into pretty much whatever you'd like. There's a music room, a ballroom, and best of all, you'd get a throne room. The palace also has sprawling gardens covering over 40 acres of land, and you'd even make the President of the United States jealous. The White House is luxurious, sure, but it's estimated to be worth $410 million, a far cry less from the Queen's royal digs. If you're more into villas than palaces, you should probably check out the Villa Leopolda, located in Côte d'Azur, France. Worth an estimated $1.2 billion, this French Riviera estate gets its name from King Leopold II of Belgium, who acquired the property in the late 1890s. This place comes with tons of history. It served as a military hospital during the First World War, appeared in the classic ballet film The Red Shoes, and was featured as a set in Alfred Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief. The 29,000 square foot main house features 11 bedrooms and 14 bathrooms, 2 guest houses, a pool, and has 18 acres of lush gardens. It's a big place to take care of though, and you'd also have to put enough money aside to pay your staff of 50 gardeners and maybe another 100 to take care of the villa's many rooms. The Odeon Tower penthouse in Monaco is worth $400 million and is thought to be the most expensive apartment in the entire world. For $1 billion, you could buy the penthouse in Monaco's most exclusive building, plus 2 entire floors of expensive apartments underneath to make it yourself an even bigger mega residence. Honestly, you could probably buy up even more of the building, but you'll still want to keep some money left over to enjoy everything Monaco has to offer. It's one of the richest places in the world after all, with over 12,000 millionaires in less than 1 square mile. So what would you be getting for your money? The penthouse features an open-air pool and a huge 2-story water slide. There are 5 gorgeous bedrooms, plus more for staff, and the terraces and many windows offer stunning views of the Ligurian Sea. Bel Air, California has the reputation as the home of billionaires, and if you had $1 billion, you could buy not just 1, but 2 of its best and most expensive mansions. One mansion, simply called The One, went on the market for a whopping $500 million, built by movie producer turned developer Niall Niami. The 100,000 square foot mansion features a nightclub, 4 swimming pools, and a bowling alley. There are also incredible 360-degree views of sunny California. Another Bel Air mansion you could add to your collection is fittingly known as The Billionaire, because no one else else would ever be able to afford it. Originally listed for $250 million, the mansion features 38,000 square feet of living space, 12 bedrooms, 21 bathrooms, 3 kitchens, and a 40-seat movie theater. There's also plenty of room for entertainment with an infinity pool that includes a swim-up bar and a 4-lane bowling alley. After you've finished furnishing, paying taxes, and hiring and maintaining your staff for these 2 luxury properties, you've pretty much exhausted $1 billion. But you're also the proud owner of 2 of the most expensive properties in all of California. Yay! If LA's more your style, you could always splurge on LA's billion-dollar property sale, but there's just one issue. You won't even get a house for it. The Mountain, worth a whopping $1 billion, is a huge 157-acre plot of semi-developed land overlooking Los Angeles. It's officially the most expensive property in the history of LA, and it's nearly twice the size of Disneyland. It's priced so high because it offers an amazing view of California. Plus, it's at the end of a super private road on one of LA's largest peaks. The size of the plot is definitely worth the price. Just think of it this way. You could fit 8 mansions equivalent to the size of the one in Bel Air on this impressively sized land. The land also comes with a 16-foot tall, 30-foot wide custom security gate, and the nearest house is a half a mile away. So you're buying ultra privacy. You'll also be permitted to build your new house, or houses up to 48 feet tall, giving you an even more spectacular view. The Mountain recently sold for a lot less than expected, $100,000. But if it ever goes on sale again, you can expect it to come with a mega mansion or giant estate, which could be the first billion-dollar private residence in LA. If you're really up for a getaway, you could also take your $1 billion to the high seas and splurge on a luxury super yacht. One particular floating palace comes to mind, the Eclipse super yacht, owned by a Russian billionaire and thought to be worth between $800 million and $1.5 billion. The Eclipse is the second most expensive yacht in the world and was built by Blohm & Voss of Hamburg. It measures 536 feet long, which also means it's the second largest yacht in the world. That also means a huge staff. You'll have to have about 70 people on the payroll. This amazing mansion on water has 24 guest cabins, 2 swimming pools, multiple hot tubs, and a disco hall. There's also 2 helipads, so you can easily get on and off without even pulling into port. Helicopters aren't the only vehicles that have access to the boat, though. It comes with 3 launch boats and even a mini submarine that can submerge up to 50 meters underwater. The yacht is also incredibly safe. There's an intruder detection system, sure, but also a missile defense system. Now, let's hope you'll never need to use that, or the boat's armor plating and bulletproof windows. The Eclipse is also perfect for celebrities when it comes to an anti-paparazzi shield, which is basically just a collection of lasers that sweep around and ruin photographs. If you want to top the Eclipse with your $1 billion, then we might suggest your own floating city instead. You could check out this luxury yacht from Monaco, fittingly titled The Streets of Monaco, since it's basically a floating island. The yacht is still a concept, but it's worth $1 billion and is meant to feature top-notch designs that bring the city of Monaco to life on the water. These include multiple mini recreations of landmarks like the Hotel de Paris, Princess Palace, Hercule, and the Monaco Casino. The Streets of Monaco is 508 feet long and requires a crew of 70 for only 16 guests. There are 4 separate docks with the master apartments spread out on both upper and lower decks. There's also a place known as the Oasis, which is a green space based on the gardens outside the Monaco Casino. Here you'll find terraces, lounges, pools, and jacuzzis. Another highlight is the Grand Atrium, which includes the VIP bedrooms, a library and theater, as well as wine cellars, a ballroom, and a dining room. The yacht also has everything you need to stay fit, healthy, and looking good while at sea. There's a gym, spa, pool, and even manicure and hair salons. It would be undeniably pretty cool to have your own private island, especially for social distancing. One great example of a luxurious private getaway is this $21 million mansion you can buy on a private island off the coast of Nova Scotia. Strum Island covers 9.88 acres, and the island's gorgeous lodge features 6 bedrooms, each named after a great European artist. The house's top story is an observatory, and there are many huge dining tables, cozy lounges, and large fireplaces peppered throughout the building. But with $1 million, well, you can do much better than just a mansion on an island. You could buy the mansion, the island itself, and all the surrounding tiny islands for maximum privacy, and even your own private plane to get there. What about the Boeing 747-8 VIP? It's worth $558 million, and you could spend millions more customizing it to perfection. It has 1,458 meters of cabin space, a roomy private office, 2 living rooms, a dining room, and of course, a master suite. There's also a couple guest bedrooms, plus a bathroom with gold fixtures. It's miles better than any first-class plane ticket. If you don't want to spend $1 billion on property, then there's another very lucrative place where you could invest. How about buying your own sports team? There's a few teams you could buy for $1 billion or less. One NBA team that you could buy is the Memphis Grizzlies, worth about $1.3 billion. In the NHL, you could go for the Chicago Blackhawks, worth $1 billion, or for a little less, you could own the Boston Bruins, worth about $925 million. If Major League Baseball is more your thing, the Miami Marlins were valued at $980 million in 2020. Maybe you wouldn't want to toss an entire billion into sports, but you got to admit the idea of owning a team is pretty tempting. What would you spend your money on if you were a billionaire? Where would you live? Let us know in the comments section down below. Plus, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video,
to our
and
logo
subscribe to
and
The
leave a
Richest
like
for
in this
more
video.
great stuff. Thanks for watching.
If you were to buy one of these, let me know which one it would be in the comments. Also, click a video on the screen to watch some more.